This is Daniel Mandelker, and I am here with Jackie Adams, an emerging author, to discuss her exciting novels that tell the stories of young women and how they make their lives succeed. Jackie, tell us, when did you start writing? And when did you start writing novels and why?
I started writing novels for my friends using their names to capture their attention back in school. I still remember when my best friend's mom read one of my short stories and told me I'd be a good writer. I started publishing novels back in 2017 after my son became more independent.
Well, that's good to hear, Jackie. Now, let's talk about your novels. I'm intrigued by the valet. In the novel that you wrote, a woman is the valet. It's a little unusual for a woman to be a valet. Why did you make that choice? Now tell me a little about the story.
I chose her to be the valet at a hospital because I figured it would be something that preoccupied her mind from missing her children. She also needed to be around certain book characters to heal and who would demonstrate that her pain could be much worse health-wise for her and her family. She feels pain in the book, Dan. Let's talk about you. You've been part of my success. What is your role?
I'm the all-around handyman, as you know. I work with your publisher, Goose River Press. I do podcasts for you, and I manage your website. Folks should listen to our podcast, which I do every 2 weeks, and which is at jackiesbooks.libsyn.com, and that's spelled Libsyn, jackiesbooks.libsyn.com. I discuss Jackie's books on the podcast and review a new recent novel each time. And Jackie's website is jackieadamsite.wordpress.com. jackieadamsite.wordpress.com. All of Jackie's books are there in hardcover, paperback, ebook, and audiobook editions. And all of the editions are also on Amazon.com. I know you have some other great books, Jackie. A Perfect Kind of Imperfect is a little different. Tell me about it.
After writing Trust a Novel, I needed a cute story with a happy ending. Trust a Novel is a very dramatic story and emotional, so I needed to wind down. I did so writing The Perfect Kind of Imperfect. Even though it was published first, it was actually written as my second story.
I heard it ends with the singing of Auld Lang Syne. Is that true?
Yes.
What a pleasure, Jackie. I now have to share a secret with all of you. I have a favorite line from one of your books. It's the opening line in The Valet, which goes like this. Who shoots a man wearing 4-inch black stilettos and skinny leather pants? A real starter, Jackie. Tell me about your latest book, Allie. I've heard a lot of good comments about it.
Allie was written about a friend of mine who was healing from losing her husband. She gave me a few pointers as I wrote it. Of course, there is a murder in the book, but a murder didn't actually happen. I had to put in some drama to keep my readers interested in the book.
And Trust a Novel. I heard it's a real thriller.
It's definitely a psychological thriller. I wrote it during a dramatic part of my life, so coming up with the theatricals was led by some strong feelings. Though none of the story is true, it was an emotional release for me. It's heavy, but it has some great plot twists.
Well, that's all for today, folks. Remember, listen to our podcast at jackiesbooks.libsyn.com. Look at the website, jackieadamsite.wordpress.com. And to find Jackie's books, just go to Amazon.com and type in the name of the book and Jackie's name in the search bar. It will all be there. Good reading.